My name is Leslie Kurtz. I live at 7616 Kinnaman Road. And tonight I want to tell you about my kids. They're charming, they're well-behaved, at least in public, and they are honor students, both of them, and we're proud of them. They will not be taking any state-mandated standardized test. They will not participate in test prep, practice, or surveys. Why? Because I'm their mom, and it's my job to see that they are raised to the best of my ability. And I see fit to raise them to be good citizens who question and actively participate in their community, who think on their own, who are passionate about justice and art and beauty, who are free thinkers and lifelong learners. Our democracy depends upon an intelligent electorate. To that end, our children are required and deserve a quality public school education. The emphasis on high-stakes testing is undermining all that is good and right with our schools, and that is not okay. Neither our schools nor our children are failing. Instead, elected officials and policymakers are failing them. Testing every child every year, a test that is not aligned with the curriculum, a test that is not designed by teachers, a test not age-appropriate, a test no one sees, is insane. Add to that the sheer number of tests. My kids take EOCs, district EOCs, state EOCs, end of the whole thing. They don't have time to absorb and reflect because they're getting ready for the next round. And that's not okay. We are fooling ourselves if we think these tests actually assess learning. We're ignoring the real issues of poverty and underfunding. No test can measure what children need to succeed, which is innovation, creativity, and social skills. This is my notebook. These are ideas of ways to help our public schools. Ideas about community schools and mentoring projects and partnerships and ways to engage the public. I'd rather be doing this, but I can't. I have to stop and fight this battle because it has to be okay for my kids. Now, I'd like to ask you guys to consider a few things. One, testing is not teaching, and that is not a slogan. It's real and it's true. Testing is not learning. Secondly, the Board of Education can be agents of change. You have the right and the responsibility to initiate a policy that respects and protects my children and our choice. If the state does not allow you to meet parental decisions to decline testing with educationally appropriate and non-punitive responses, then I ask you to provide the leadership to work with us to change that. The current policy of making my charming son, who does everything his teachers ask him, to sit and stare for hours and hours and days, is not okay. All I'm asking is that you let him read a book while we adults continue this discussion. I'd also like you to recognize that we cannot create the best educational system in the world without truly engaging parents. We must have constructive dialogue. Pick up the phone, have a coffee meeting, whatever it takes. Let's talk. We all want the same thing. I'd like to thank a few amazing teachers who deserve recognition for their dedication. There's a chemistry teacher who provides 9 hours a week of tutoring, a science teacher who has snakes, which my son loves, and runs an outdoor classroom and has a model building class, the teacher who organized the Girls on the Run program, and the one who helped my daughter take her History Day project to the national competition. These folks are giving our kids their best, mostly on their own time, and I thank them. You, as our elected board, have the raw materials right here in this room to make Knox County Schools the gold standard. You can be heroes. Let's start with real dialogue and real engagement. Rather than allowing testing corporations to exploit our children and charter school investors to drain scarce resources, let's work together to individualize the learning experience, not to standardize it, and to create excellence for all of our children. Thank you.